Hey, this is Justine from Reboot with Real Foods, and it is my mission to make it as easy as possible for you to transition into a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. So today what I want to talk about is how to make the idea of committing to a plant-based eating lifestyle go from feeling totally overwhelming to totally doable. So let's start with looking at the data. It really does speak. The more whole food, whole plant-based food that you eat, the more incredible health rewards you will have. It's a direct ratio. So if you're like me, you hear something like that and you think, obviously, I'm all in, right? And if you're like me, you think I'm going to scrap everything I have been doing and I'm going to totally change it up. I am going to be perfect. I am fully committed, right? Think things like I'm going to dive into planning this all out. I'm going to make a list. I'm going to just make this happen. I'm going to do whatever it takes, right? Well, that does seem like a really good idea and I'm totally committed, but you find yourself thinking maybe after this weekend, because we have, a wedding or that party that we're going to, but on Monday, for sure, I'm going to be starting. And then Monday comes along and you've had this crazy busy weekend and you think, okay, maybe Monday wasn't totally realistic, but I am going to get all my ducks in a row and I'm going to do all my planning this coming weekend, and next Monday I am going to hit the ground running. That totally makes sense. I am still fully committed, right? Okay. Well, okay, and then life does get in the way again and that Monday comes along and it didn't really work out and you think, you know what? Next Monday for sure. You know how it goes. The time is never right to really dive in, to change everything up, to get everything perfect, to do it just like you want to do it. So pretty soon the whole idea of making this big transition just makes you feel kind of guilty and uncomfortable. I get it. I have totally been there as well. But here's the thing. You do not need to be perfect from day one on this. You do not need to be perfect. It doesn't have to be this huge, fully complicated commitment. Feeling pressure to get everything exactly right makes it way too complicated. It does not need to be that complicated. In a perfect world, yes, the results that you get when you fully transition to a whole food, plant-based lifestyle are going to have the most dramatic impact on your health. But think about this. If making that amount of change makes it impossible for you to commit, then you're going to get zero benefits. So here's what you can do instead. Instead of going whole hog, try replacing one meal this week with a whole food plant-based option. What? Like just one meal? Come on, are you serious? What difference will that possibly make? Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen when you do that. Just that one meal. It's going to kickstart your momentum. It's going to get you past thinking that everything has to be all or nothing. And it will most importantly show you that making this transition can be one that is grounded in food joy, that you can do this and you can love it. Super important in all of this is to take that one meal and to make it delicious. So let's start with what that one meal is going to look like. And I'm going to make this really easy for you. One of my favorite go-to whole food plant-based meals is red curry chickpeas. They are so good and so easy to make. And I'm going to just get you started by just giving you the recipe on that. So if you want to go ahead, there's a link right in this video that you can go ahead and there's a slip for you, that you can go ahead and click, and it's going to take you to a page where you can get that recipe. So remember, it does not need to be as complicated as you think. It can be way easier, and you do not need to commit to making an entire overhaul life change. You can start with just that one meal. All right, enjoy your red curry chickpeas.